On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 109, recorded live on June 5th, 2016. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And my name is Robert. You can find me at robertphotographics.com.
Perfect. So this is our second time doing it, so it's not going to sound as genuine, but
right.
Hey, you're a photographer full time. You could tell these people how to take good photos of their setup.
Yeah, sure. I did see a few that needed some help.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of which, let's just hop into it because I know people want to see setups, and we do have 9.
Let's do it.
All right, first of the day, submitted by Ali. Ali, let's see, lives in Norway, and that's about it. We have his age, and he's from Norway. So based on the photo, how old do you think he is?
Okay, so I was looking at it, and I was looking at the posters and that blue, that Yeti mic. Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't know what that thing is. That brown. It looks like a radio or something.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like
right
vintage.
side. Yeah, some kind of vintage thing. I'm thinking he's probably 16.
16. He is, believe it or not, 15. He's about to turn 16
close.
in like 2 months. So you're very, very close.
Good.
But yeah, when I look at this, my initial thoughts are like, it's not awful. I don't look at it and want to like vomit all over the place like usual. I mean, it's pretty clean. It's pretty straightforward. But if this was your setup, what's the first thing that just makes you angry when you look at this? Like, why is this like this?
Looking at it, I think the it looks nice. I like it, but I think the posters somehow they look a little bit off to me, and also the drawer thing where he has his PC on top. If it was the same color as the desk, or the desk was the same color as the drawer, the wood pattern or whatever. Other than that, I mean, I like his speaker placement is good. The wire management looks, it looks okay. You can kind of see the wire. It's kind of a little bit curvy there, but it's not too bad. I have no idea what that vintage thing is. If somebody on the chat could tell us, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody knows.
Right. But yeah, that was the main thing. The colors of the drawers and the posters.
The drawers look so nice. I would love a wood desktop to actually match that, like a nice piece of butcher block from IKEA, because I'm pretty sure that thing on the left is IKEA. At this point, everything is basically IKEA, and would look really, really nice. Regardless, though, not the biggest problem. I agree. The posters, though, like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, yeah, this one's going to be a little bit higher, and this one's a little bit lower, and they look like they're the same kind of poster, so they're probably the same size. Is there a reason as to why you place it the way you did? They're also not framed, which is, one of the things that I really don't like when people do that.
Also, go ahead, Pat.
No, go for it.
Also, I think too, like, it looks like he's into these off-road trucks or whatever. If he had some of those, like maybe some kind of miniatures or toys, like right beside the monitor there by the speakers, I think that would look kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure, because that just
carry it over,
throws the theme throughout the room, and it's not just posters.
Right.
Like you were saying, the speakers are in a good spot. The usability is there. I mean, it's very simple. You have your interface for your speakers in a nice, accessible spot. You have keyboard, mouse, everything that you could possibly need. One single monitor, which everyone thinks that you need 2 or 3 or an ultra wide. But no, I think this works perfectly. He doesn't seem like he's a hardcore, power user that needs every single display in the world. Now, my question to you is, do you like the way he's displaying the PC on the left side, or would you have done it differently?
I think, because these cases are huge. Yeah. So, for me, like aesthetically or balance wise, it seems to be like, it just looks like it stands out on its own, so to speak. It kind of unbalances everything. Maybe it's because it's on top of that drawer thing or something. Maybe if it was on a different platform or something. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love if he had a longer
PC.
desk and he was able to put it on the white tabletop.
Yeah, exactly, because it'll really match with the white, It'll
yeah, because
really good.
I know this is like nitpicking because it is a great setup, but the left piece, putting it on there almost disconnects it from the setup. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Which is, not really the best thing in the world, but not awful. And the cables, I see some people complaining the cables coming out of the PC. Really, that's not bad. I mean, if they were if you could see it from that angle and you didn't see any cables, I would be like, how? He's got to plug it in. They got to wrap it around.
Right.
So,
and they're nice and they kind of curve over to the back, so that's nice.
But one thing I do agree, people keep saying, why are there no LEDs in the case? There's underglow, but there's nothing in the case. And I feel like that would, especially when you have that window facing us, we want to be able to see it like at the best presentation possible. So put some blue lights in there. It would be nice. But my question to you is, if this is your setup, what's like the main next big purchase to take it to the next level?
Let's see. Maybe a bigger monitor. I don't know. That monitor looks kind of small. I don't know if it's. What do you think, Matt? What size do you think that one is?
Probably 23.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, maybe.
There.
Yeah, if you got like a 27-inch, it would really be sweet. But obviously, it depends on your budget and stuff. But I think that would be the first thing I would upgrade, I guess.
Yeah,
because the speakers are nice. They're sweet.
Furniture is good.
Yep.
Agreed. All right.
And he has a nice chair too.
Yeah. Everything's really nice. It's a nice overall room. Maybe if he really wanted to get crazy and he had enough room, he could get another Linmon tabletop and make the L desk for him.
Right.
That'd be nice. You put the computer in the corner, but if you don't have room, I think, focus on just the equipment. Maybe smash the snowball into a million pieces and get a decent microphone. I don't know. But anyways, let's go to the next setup submitted by Alex. Alex says, hi, I like to use my setup for playing games and editing videos. I made the desk myself to custom fit the area that it's in, and let's see. He tries his best to manage the cables and blah, blah, blah. Before I even ask you to guess his age, can I just say, normally I'm like, dude, make it work with the space you got. But then it doesn't apply to everyone, because in some cases, you just really shouldn't. You should just have a laptop and just call it a day. Now that I heard his feelings, how old do you think he is? Yeah,
because it looks like he has a small-ass room. So
yeah.
I'm thinking 14.
14. Dude, he is 14.
Oh, man. At least I got one right so far, so I'm happy about that. Okay, awesome.
I think 14 definitely fits because, and I don't mean to be rude, because you want it to work, and I give you props for coming up with that solution.
Right.
But how the F do you use this and not be like, I need a bigger desk? Like, look at his hand. It's super close to his body, and his hand for his keyboard's all the way across the desk. And I mean, it's just like the PC, I swear to God, dude, if that gives out in the far photo, Tom, if that gives up, you're so screwed on so many levels. I mean, how does this setup make you feel?
This reminds me of like a submarine or something. Like, you're in a submarine. It's like, okay, cramped quarters. But he's making do with what he can, with the space. And then I see under the table, it looks like there's another PC or something underneath the table. So that, how is he going to kind of be comfortable there, with his feet and stuff? I would also, considering that the way the table is, I would get a chair that doesn't have the arm. Yeah, the arms.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more easier for him to kind of maneuver. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it in a way, It's kind of neat for what he did. Like, other things I would do to it, the mic, I would see if I could attach it maybe to the side, to the side where to the side of that wood panel there, where he has the PC on top, so it could kind of hang down instead of oops, my Mac fell asleep here.
The way I look at it,
go ahead.
Like, I think the easiest solution and I think other people were kind of saying this in the chat, and it's a smart idea. Raise the desk up, make it a little bit taller. Don't use a chair, use your bed. And then that way, you're going a long ways. You could have the dual monitors next to each other. And then, I mean, I don't know where would he actually put the PC that it's not, like, maybe in the closet thing that you have. Like, you can't put it elsewhere, really. You don't have the room for it. And it's just going to, like, the brackets that are holding it up, like, those are not going to last forever. Like, I could just tell that's a heavy case.
Yeah.
It's going to end poorly. But yeah, people are telling us not to spend too much time on this. So give your closing thoughts on the setup.
All right, closing thoughts. Varnish that, make it look like the color of the other wood.
Yeah.
Maybe, stain it or whatever. And that's about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides the other ideas.
Perfect. All right, next setup of the day, submitted by Andy. Andy is from Canada. He feels like his setup is a bit plain and sort of lacks personality. He does want to add posters and stuff, and that's basically all he said. So how old do you think he is?
Let's see. He has change on his desk. He has some Rubik's Cubes. I'm going to say he's 13.
Dude, he's 13. How the hell do you keep
No,
getting
you're
these
kidding,
right?
man. You're messing with me, right?
No, he's really 13.
You know how sometimes you mess with people with it. Okay.
Yeah, normally I do,
Awesome.
but
All right.
I'm actually confused at how you keep getting them. So,
I've been watching your show.
Okay, you've been practicing.
I don't know. Yeah, I've been practicing.
Taking notes each time, like doing
Right.
calculations. Seriously though, looking at this, you're a photographer. How awful is this photo? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, dude. It's like crooked and off-centered, and I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, because his original photo was better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like an
he took
update.
He was like rushed, and he just kind of took some quick photos or something.
Yeah, I mean, there was no rush or anything, so it's just weird. He, like, when I want a photo from you guys for a submission, I want you to just be far back, straight on, well lit. I want to be able to see below and above the desk, all in one photo. I preferably only want to look at one photo. I don't want to look at 7 different photos from 8 different angles and all this and whatever. Anyways, taking a look at this initial thought. Another snowball, by the way, may I just add? Anyways, initial thoughts. Does this look comfortable or no?
Kind of and not really. I don't know where I'm looking at it, and it seems like that the PC tower would be in the way of your left hand somehow, and then you got the. I'm hoping that the other speaker is there, but just hiding behind the PC tower. Let me look at the other photo here. He's got all that stuff underneath his desk.
Yeah, like a nice fan for his balls, basically.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, and again, I know that I guess it's a thing for some people to have their boxes from their gear.
What do you actually think of that? Because every co-host has different opinions.
I put them away or throw them out or whatever. If it's on the warranty, I'll keep it, for a year or something.
Yeah.
Hide it somewhere. But yeah, maybe if you want to brag about your stuff or however you want to call it, maybe you could put decals or something on the side of your computer, or something like that. I don't know. That's probably what I would do. But yeah, and I'm looking at his the box up here where he has his keyboard, the keyboard box. It looks like maybe he wants some kind of award or something, or because he has something attached to that box.
Tom says it's a bookmark. I don't know.
Oh, it's a bookmark. Okay.
I don't know. It looks like a bookmark. If it's an award, then it's a really shitty award. Meanwhile, it's probably like a Nobel Peace Prize for like his high school, like such a big deal, and he's like worked his whole life for it. Or actually, no, he's only 13? Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah, the desk is kind of weird. It's kind of not.
It's like a beam.
Yeah, and it's not like straight against the wall. It's kind of off, off a little bit, and so I don't know.
My first thing, like I look at this setup, I don't look at the monitors, I don't look at the PC, I look at your freaking keyboard box. Like it's like Chris Angel floating in the air. What's the purpose? Do you really like that box, or are you trying to show it off because there's no point to when they could just literally look down and they see your keyboard?
Right.
I hate that.
Here's my thought too on that is, if you're an enthusiast and you go to somebody's house and you see their hardware, you would know what it is. Like, whoa, dude, whoa, you got the strafe keep, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would know it, or you would ask, hey, what is, which is this this new hardware you got? So, that's another reason why I don't like to display.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to display your boxes really, but
I agree.
I don't know what's up with those paintings, with that painting, and then you got that red and blue thing over there.
Piece of paper. It's weird because his name's not Eddie. So maybe one of his friends was like, "This is for you,
I noticed
Andy.
that.
And I painted this late night, summer night, painted for you, Eddie." And he's like, "Oh man, thanks, Eddie. I really appreciate it."
Thanks, man. I'll have it right in front of my PC so I can think of you every time I see it.
Right next to my strafe box. It's gonna be lit. I look at the PC and I think maybe that's not the best spot, and it kind of is an eyesore. And then I look underneath and I'm like, oh, how convenient. A nice little PC holder. Now, granted, looks like you're using it for something else. I don't know what the hell that is, but maybe not enough room. Space. Maybe, how about this? Take a hammer and just break down the bottom piece, the board, and just fit it in there. Put the board on the floor and then boom. I mean, I don't know. Guys in the chat, 111 if you want the PC on the desk for this specific setup, or 222 if it should go under, because I think in some setups it works on the desk, in some setups it doesn't, and in this setup I don't think it works on the desk. Maybe I'm the minority here, but I do think that it would look better underneath, and I think he needs a headphone holder, and I think he needs to do something with the walls. What is this like? Is this some art class thing where he makes his own stamps and he like literally just put it up on the wall? Because I'm pretty sure I did that same thing in like 7th grade. Okay.
I like the use of the keyboard tray. At least he's not using it for the keyboard.
Do you see the chat right now? All the twos. A lot of twos. So everyone's kind of on board with me that it should go underneath. See, I'm gonna do more of that. I'm gonna ask the live chat more, so it's not just my opinion; it's everybody's opinion. I don't really have anything else to say. It's just kind of like a cluster. So, do you have any final thoughts for him?
Let me look here real quick and. Just all that stuff that's on the wall, just rearrange it or something. Yeah. And then that PC, the PC, see if you can put it underneath somewhere or on top of a little wooden stand or whatever. But
quickly, let me just say to everybody watching, the weather, like I said this before stream, it's supposed to become an insane storm. It was just pouring, and now like you might hear the gutter. I don't know. Can you hear that noise?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, because it just literally got super dark. So it's probably going to start pouring again. Just want people to know ahead of time. So, no, I'm not pissing into a can or something. It's actually raining outside. But anyways, next setup of the day submitted by Rodrigo from Florida. He's a freshman. He uses a setup for gaming, engineering homework, and he said, please don't bash my LEDs. I didn't even know did he? Okay. Maybe he didn't have them on in this photo. Oh, he had them on in the other photo. Okay, well, he has LEDs all around the place. Anyways, didn't really say that much else. How old do you think he is?
Well, you say he's a freshman. I'm going to say 14.
Oh, my God, dude, he is 14. What the hell? Yeah.
Well, you gave me a good hint there,
Yeah, so, maybe one episode I should just give the co-hosts all the ages to make them look like really smart.
There you go.
All right, so
I know, no one will know that you gave them to me earlier. No.
That's what I'm doing. I'm telling people like, oh, I should do that. Meanwhile, that's what I actually did. So this kid's 14. Does that change your opinion on this, or do you think it's pretty good for a 14-year-old?
I think it's pretty good. That's an interesting desk. I never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it's IKEA. Got two cup holders.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Where are the cup holders at?
They're right on the corner. One on the left, one on the right.
I see. Awesome. Okay. It's nice, but then on the other hand, it looks kind of bland or something. And it doesn't jive with the rest of his furniture, his surroundings.
Oh, yeah.
And I would, his headphones, I would put those somewhere else. Maybe hang them off to the lower, underneath the lower left or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of a weird spot. I don't know.
And it looks like it needs to be cleaned.
Yeah, and it looks like he's trying to keep it like that theme of blue and black. And the top shelf, I can see a Pentax camera up there.
Yeah, and a few other like media controllers.
it's almost like he could actually put a few more things up there, you know.
Oh yeah,
nice
use it to your advantage.
Whatever. Yep, maybe raise up that picture frame a little bit so it won't be in the way.
Yeah, because looking at this, we don't really know anything about him,
right?
Personally, so it's like use that, put some knickknacks on top of there, whatever it is that you want to put up there, do it. It will at least tell us a little bit more about yourself. And the benefit of having a shelf, a hutch, a sort of thing like that above your monitor is it's not taking up any usable like placement on your desk, so you can show off who you are without wasting space, and it's great.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, underneath you did an amazing job. The PC fits perfectly, the subwoofer perfectly, and here's a great scenario where someone is using duct tape or electrical tape to do some wire management. Not the best idea ever, but you're 14, whatever, you're making use of what you have. Definitely props on that. And I mean, what do you think about that? Does that look cheesy to you, or you think it's fine?
I think it's fine. Maybe if it was like pushed up a little bit more up against the underneath, so it won't kind of stick out a little bit. But it's not bad, I guess.
Yeah. If someone like Snazzy Q was here, Quinn, he would say don't use electrical tape, use Tech Flex. I would agree with that in this scenario, because at least it would look pretty. It'd be some carbon fiber badassery. But I mean, this is another setup where it's just super simple. And like you said, the furniture to the left doesn't match, and that kind of goes with being 14. Your mom's probably like, no, you can't get anything else, so you're kind of just stuck in this corner. But for what it is, it's really nice. And I think there's another scenario where everyone in the chat is saying he needs an ultra wide and blah 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 blah. But what do you think?
That would be nice, but yeah,
well, of course, in every scenario, if you had millions of dollars, buying the latest and greatest would be good. But what do you think would be the next step for him?
Let's see. I think hardware wise, I mean, everything looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm good with what he has. Just kind of spruce it up. Get rid of that black. I don't know. It just stands out just so much. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed. It's simple. But
what do you think, man? Do you think he needs anything, or what would you add to that?
If it was me, I mean, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that desk. I mean, the screen's perfect for what he's doing. I really think it just comes down to later down the road getting equipment upgrades, because I think that for 14, dude, this is way more than you need. Like, this is the right amount. So for me, I would just wait to down the road get like better speakers and better monitor and all that. But for now, I think he's at a good point. But speaking of overwhelming and things like that, even though I didn't say overwhelming, but now I did. Next setup of the day is submitted by Will from Australia. He loves music, like gaming, like CSGO, photography. He's still in school, and he loves using the iMac because he's in school. He says it's just easy. And he said some of the money I used to buy the iMac was from my Clash of Clowns account that he actually sold for $450 freaking dollars. That's insane. He sold an account to a mobile game for $450. So that just goes to show you how messed up this world is. People are actually addicted to online mobile games that have no sort of like they're not worth anything in real life. At the end of the day, you could have the best account ever, but doesn't mean anything. So kudos to you, Will, for getting $450. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
See guitar. I see some family pictures, but I can't really. I'm thinking he's probably 16.
16. Ha!
Yeah.
17.
Ah, okay.
Ha!
Close.
Yeah, you were close. Nice try. So knowing that he's 17, what do you think of this? Is there something that sticks out to you right off the bat, or you just think it's like a pretty chill setup?
It's a chill setup, and I like the way he decorated it with the with those vinyl album
the record
cover things. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the color, the walls and everything. It looks very pleasing. The only thing that stands out for me is that black what's that? That black shelving thing on the right
the
there.
plastic thing on the right.
Yeah, and then on the left he has that lamp that's red, and the frames are red. So I don't know why he has.
Maybe he's colorblind.
It kind of clashes a tad. Like if he had something instead of black, white, or it's just like two. Because I know he does have black in there, like the mouse mat and stuff like that. But I don't know. It just
I see what you're saying. Because it's like, are you going with the red theme, or what are you trying to do?
Right.
Because just that little portion, there's nothing else. I mean, he looks like a mad scientist. He's got his whiteboard with like all this writing on it. He's like solving world hunger and all that. He's got his calendar with all that random crap on it. But for the most part, like other than the albums, there's nothing that has a distinct color flowing through the setup other than that little red section. So if you're going to go with the red lamp, which is a very bold move, may I add, then you need to kind of just follow through with that. Show us a little bit more. Even have your LEDs on your keyboard and mouse set to red, just a little bit of red to follow through, because it kind of doesn't make sense for you to have that, but you do what you gotta do. What do you think about the desk? Because 111 in the chat if you like this kind of desk, 222 if you don't like it. I said this last episode, people tend to hate these kind of desks, the leg portion. Do you like it or no?
It reminds me of what is that, sawhorses or something.
Sure.
I don't know. It's like kind of weird.
Table.
Yeah. But in a way, it blends in with his surroundings because he has that wood paneling and stuff like that. So. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't get it myself personally. It looks like you can adjust it, like you can bring it up or something,
which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So yeah. There was another thing I was going to bring up. What the heck was it? Oh, where are his speakers, or are they just built into the?
I think he's
Mac,
just going for the iMac speakers.
Right.
Which is kind of lame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing, especially when you have room for them. Normally, it's like too packed in of a setup to fit speakers, but you could definitely fit it. And I think that's the other thing. When I look at the iMac, I cringe. Look at all those cables, man. Oh. Yeah,
I was going to say, those cables could be kind of just tucked in from each side or something. Yes, get some, decent or, halfway decent speakers, doesn't matter. But I guess it's his preference. Maybe he just uses headphones, but I don't see any headphones there, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, like the thing that really confuses me is like those cables are so easy to fix behind the aluminum base of the iMac. But then you look under the desk, and I will bet you money that a majority of the people at first glance did not realize that cable was under the desk. That power cable.
Yeah.
Like you really have to like look closely to find that. And that was a nice move. Like most of the time that color of cable never matches people's walls, but it worked out for you, and that looks good. But at least kind of clean up the rest, and it looks like your room, just based on like the small little sliver we see of the left side of your room, I feel like this guy's got a really messy room.
I noticed that. Yeah, you can see his blankets are kind of
people are like, oh my god, Matt, you're so judgmental. But yeah, no, he's probably like a messy guy.
I don't do my bed either, guys. Just we have a mess.
Just wake up and go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm just now like looking for things to say to keep bashing it, but I don't have anything. Like it's a good setup. It's another decent setup. Unless you have any final thoughts.
No, it's fine. I just the colors of some of the objects he has. Other than that, I mean, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, agreed. All right, next setup submitted by William. So the other guy was Will. This is William. William's been working on a setup for well over a year now. He finally got to the point that he's satisfied with it. The majority of the setup has been funded through his IT assistant job, through his school system. His hobbies include retro gaming, which we can see.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, PC gaming. He wants to get into Twitch streaming. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
I'm going to say 17.
Oh my god, yeah, he's 17.
What?
Yeah,
oh my
he's
damn,
17.
Dude.
What the hell, dude?
Roll, cool.
God damn it. I was hoping you were going to get it wrong, honestly.
Now I can get the other ones wrong and not feel so bad.
Yeah, there you go. So the first thing I notice is not even the setup on the left. I look at the retro gaming setup. That is super cool. Like really, really badass. Props to you. But then I look underneath and I'm like, God damn, do something about that. That's disgusting. It's like beaten up and it's just like.
Yeah, it looks like, is that dust? Like everything's dusty or something?
Yeah, it's like, what did you play with the sword and you were attacking the dresser? Like, what the hell are you doing to this?
Oh, yeah, that dresser looks kind of worn. Yeah.
So maybe put a little bit of time into repurposing that. For the time being, we're not going to talk about the right side. So focusing on the left, what are your thoughts?
Let's see. I don't know what that throne is doing underneath there. You know, he has under the desk. He has that stool, that drum.
Maybe like for his feet.
I don't know.
Lounging back.
Yeah. Right off the bat, that, and then the acoustic panel is on the wall. It'd be nice if they were even. You know, kind of finish that left corner up there.
Oh my God, that really annoys me, honestly, that missing piece.
Right. Maybe he's waiting for the next shipment to come in. I don't know. So
he ordered one specific little slither. He's like, just waiting for it to come in. It got lost in the mail.
Yeah, he's like, crap, I ran out. I gotta get more.
Oh my God, he probably didn't even think it through. That's the funny part.
Yeah. And it seems like the walls are all kind of what is that, beat up or something?
Yeah, I think he's got like a sword, honestly. It just seems like like maybe like a lightsaber or something. He's like so hyped for Force Awakens. He's like, oh shit. Oh my God, can you hear the rain?
Now I hear it. Yep.
Oh my God.
Sounds pleasant. It's like, hey, let's meditate to that.
Dude, honestly, I love the sound of rain, but right now it's like,
that's hard rain, right?
Oh yeah, it's starting to get crazy. I'm waiting for the witch to ride by on her bike. Oh my God. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud, guys. I do want to apologize for that, but you know I can't really.
It's atmosphere, guys. It's atmospheric.
Yeah, maybe you can watch this at night and it'll help you go to sleep. Anyways, you know, oh my God, it's getting so bad. Okay, anyways, he's got the same monitors that we have here in the shed, which is cool. I can't even think, it's so loud. No, just leave it. All right, so now I do like the bins underneath on the right side. That's pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Okay. It is getting so, I gotta Snapchat this. All right, I'm literally on an episode of Pimp My Setup right now, and it's like the rain is getting so bad. Anyways, follow me on Snapchat, swashin.
I wonder if we're gonna hear thunder next, huh?
Oh, I hope so. That at least make it nice. Yep. Anyways, moving on to this usability. Do you think this, you could sit here, you could use the setup, and it's comfortable?
I think so. I mean, it's kind of I feel like maybe I would be a little bit limited side to side. And I would take that. Maybe he just puts that drum throne thing, that stool there, as temporary storage or something. But I would just not have it there. But yeah, I think it's usable. I think he has a nice layout there.
Yeah, I wish that the monitors weren't flat. It's just like angle them just a little bit, and it'll make it so much nicer to use.
Right.
But overall, simple setup. Let's go to the next one because I feel like we have a lot more to say about this one.
Okay.
This setup, I know some people are like, oh my God, I love it. And some people probably hate it because it's not a Windows setup. We're seeing that Mac Pro in the corner and whatnot. But before we even talk about that, he said, hi, my name's Damien. I am a photographer. Look at that.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, and he plays poker for a living, which is badass. That's probably how he got everything. He just opened up his first YouTube channel. I don't have the name, a link, anything like that, so I can't give him a shout out. But let's see. He really likes the show. Loves Pimp My Shed. Thank you. And that's about it. So how old do you think he is?
Okay, I'm going to say 19.
19. He is 30.
Oh, okay. Close. No, not close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Maybe the closest one so far.
Yeah, no. He's not under 18, so no. He's an adult. But yeah.
So I'm trying to think of a good question here. How about just initial thoughts? Were you like blown away, or were you just kind of like, huh?
Yeah, I was blown away, and also nice. It's a nice photo, so that explains why he's a photographer. He took a really good shot. And I see he's using he might be using a plugin called topaz glow for those photos, but that's beside the point.
Ooh, people are Googling that like, I need that glow.
Yeah, it's called topaz glow, and it kind of makes your images kind of weird and whatever. Anyways, my initial thoughts were Beats headphones. Or, my initial negative thought. Everything else was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. I like, the way it's kind of like backlit, and he has those caps in the back over there. I think it looks pretty sweet. I mean, I like everything about it. The only thing, one thing that I'm like, I wonder if that center speaker is actually, it should be a little bit higher above the monitor.
Yeah, like if you can actually hear it.
Yeah, or maybe just the angle of the photo. I'm not sure. But you can tell he has a really sweet speaker setup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Like the projector and everything, it's got to be really nice.
Yep.
My initial thing was not just the Beats. I saw the Beats and I was like, damn it. You really let me down here. Because, like, he's got the Mac setup and I know he's going to get hate for that. Personally, I don't care. I hate that people
care. Yeah, I don't care. I use both.
Yeah, but when I saw the Beats, I was like, damn it. You're really letting me down here. The microphone, I just don't feel like I need to see it pulled forward. I need to see how it looks because the way I'm looking at it, it's insanely annoying. I mean, you don't have the it might not be easy for you to clamp it to the side of the desk or whatever the case may be, but it just seems like when you finally pull it closer, you're covering up your display, and you might have to boost the gain up a lot, and it's getting like background noise or whatever. I don't know. I just need to see the arm fully pulled back.
Yeah, almost like you can't really pull it because of the monitor being in the way. So it's going to be kind of
defeats the purpose.
Going to have some distance from you and the mic. Yeah.
Underneath the desk, dude. Tom, there's actually another photo of it. I don't know if you saw the third photo. Yeah, that's really clean. That's really, really nice. I like that. But I had a funny, I was zooming around on the photo and I came up with something really funny. Here's a big tip, life-changing. Tom, go to the photo previous, I think. One before that. Okay, now go into the plant on the right side. You see, right there. So that plant is a great idea for anybody that wants to.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, if you want to hide some cables, you put the plant there because it's kind of looking like, the cables blend into it. Do you guys see some of those cables coming across? I don't know if you have to look really close, Tom. Right where your mouse is, you see it, right, Tom? Yeah. Yeah, there's a few cables that kind of blend behind the plant. So that's kind of a smart idea because at first glance, most people don't realize those are there. But if the plant wasn't there, you'd see these random cables, Maybe some people think I'm just being stupid right now, but I feel like that's a very interesting idea.
Yeah, it makes sense. You got that crazy, the way the plant is, so the cables are kind of crazy, and it's just kind of, you don't notice it.
Yeah, so
very nice.
Hey, I mean, it's a smart idea. I like it. I love, and I say this all the time, lighting makes a huge difference. Now you're saying he might be using some sort of after processing glow, but still
for the photographs on the monitor, on his desktop wallpaper, his desktop wallpaper stuff.
Okay, yeah. But he's got these nice LED lights that really, personally, I think set the stage. And if those lights weren't there, meh, it's all right. But I think that the lighting underneath and above really, really set the stage. So
it gives it a sense of space. I like where the caps are, the base of the.
I love that.
The lighting, it just gives it a nice sense of, space.
Yeah, because they look a lot further back. And you can kind of see. Yeah, it's really nice. All right, let's go to the next setup unless you have final thoughts.
Nope. No, it's pretty nice.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Next setup submitted by Alan. Alan is, I almost said his age. I just almost word for word read his email. He likes to play games like Minecraft, CSGO, Insurgency, console gaming. Oh my God. It is insanely loud outside. I apologize. That's basically it. So how old do you think he is?
I'm going to say 12.
12.
Maybe I went too low.
He is 16 and crying right now because he hurt his feelings.
Sorry, dude.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. I can't really read his email because English, I guess, doesn't really work for him. Because he said, I went with the minimalistic setup. Maybe he's trying to say I went with the minimalistic setup. But when I look at this, I don't really get the minimalistic vibe.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, I mean, when you look at this, what are your initial thoughts on it?
It looks nice. I like those Minecraft torches there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's a few things on a desk that could be maybe rearranged, like those speakers. You know, maybe just stand them upright next to the monitor on each side. You know, one on each side of the monitor. Right? Yeah. And you get a better sound. You know, it'll reach your ears a little better. Then he has that. I don't know if that's kind of just being cute. That green thing behind the PC. Yeah, is that? I guess that was intentional. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Minecraft.
So that's cool. Yeah. My kids play that a lot. And that scissor boom stand for the mic, he has it on, I don't know, a piece of plywood on it or something. It's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, because you can't clamp it to the side of the Mickey desk. So
yeah, okay.
Smart idea. I mean, you could paint it, but still.
paint it. Yeah, paint it at least. You know, black or whatever. I think it's pretty nice. I see the headphones on the side. That's pretty cool. They're out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, for being 16, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat, trying to kind of get an idea. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And people seem to be pretty like some people like it, some people aren't the biggest fan ever. Mainly people don't like that he has a lot of razor all over the place. People are really weird when it comes to razor. Personally, I could care less. If you like it, you like it, and that's how it works.
Except if it's a Yeti mic or
if it's Yeti, Snowball, any of those, then I'm
or
pretty
Beats
angry.
Headphones. No.
Yeah. I mean, it's really like you said, the Minecraft creeper thing is actually pretty cool because they're creeping, so it's right behind the PC. The torches are really nice. TV, I would have loved if it was tilted down a little, but if you're using it further back, maybe for your bed or something, then I understand. It makes sense.
It actually looks like it might be tilted a little bit, but
if it is, it's not. I would tilt it a little bit more. Maybe that's just me, because if you're sitting there, is it really that easy to see?
So, you know what? Also, I noticed maybe put something on the side of the walls. You know, something there.
Yeah,
a picture or something.
Agreed. And I agree with what you said about putting the speakers standing up. Like, why are they not standing up in the first place? That's just weird. Yeah. I wonder if they vibrate. If he has them on, too loud, they're gonna rattle and start moving around. I don't know. The whole desk starts shaking. But yeah, I mean, it's such a simple setup, and knowing that you're 16, like, props.
Yeah, very nice.
Now, underneath the desk, I will tell you, in his older photos, he had a whole stash of boxes under there, and that is no longer. So good. Props. I mean, it's great. He's got the little thing for his chair. He's got a footrest. He's got the Signum. He's got his nice subwoofer. I would
see. That's why I thought he was 12 when I saw the footrest. I'm thinking maybe he's smaller or something. I don't know.
Oh, I have a footrest. I'm not a midget. But no, I just like it because it's nice to have.
Yeah. Maybe I should get one.
No, dude, seriously, because like a company sent me mine. I was like, I don't need a footrest and blah blah blah. I got it. I'm like, dude, this is the best thing ever. So, I recommend it. The only other thing I'd say is maybe put the subwoofer cable up the leg and around, and then into the Signum. Again,
yeah. But or even move the subwoofer a little bit more centered. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever you find fit. But yeah, any final thoughts for him?
No, it's very nice. Other than the sides of the walls, maybe put something there or whatever. Maybe even a little shelf with some Minecraft knickknacks or whatever. That would be kind of cool.
Agreed. All right. Final setup of the day submitted by Nick. Nick is looking to pursue a career in hardware design for computer components. He spent the majority of his time doing freelance graphic design work, which ends up helping him fund his PC addiction. His setup came together over a span of a year and a half. Each component bought separately and eventually piecing it together. Setup stays on most of the time with blue LEDs. The PC has some custom carbon fiber wrapping on the side and on top. Ventilation for the radiator. Setup is mainly focused for productivity over gaming, since he does a lot of Photoshop work. Blah, blah. Trying to see if there's anything else really worth saying. No, okay, so what do you think? How old is he, knowing that he's looking to pursue a career in hardware design?
I'm going to say he's 17.
16.
Ooh, close. Okay.
Yeah, so 16, he sounds pretty sophisticated and mature for being 16. So here's the thing. I don't really like it. There's so many things you could do to make this setup jaw-dropping and amazing. And people always say, get an ultra-wide. You have an ultra-wide. You can make the setup so damn good. But I do want to say props on the lightsaber and the thing from Halo. What's that, Tom? The sword? So it's a sword of sorts. I know I look so stupid. I played a little bit of Halo, not a lot. It's like something. Tell me in chat, guys. What is that? What kind of sword? Okay. Regardless, it's just so empty, and there's really nothing in this setup. The case is badass. All that stuff is awesome. But do you get the sense that it's just like an empty setup?
Yeah, it's almost. Excuse me. I'm looking at the desk, and I don't know if it's because the desk looks kind of open, like underneath it's just so open, and you can see all the wiring and stuff like that. And it could use a few more knickknacks. I don't know. It does look kind of open.
Yeah. It's just a weird layout almost.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the desk, but you do what you got to do. By the way, it's an energy sword, and I feel so stupid because I was like I felt like I was about to say that. I was about to say like laser. Energy sword. Cool. Well, seeing that, like it's cool. You got the Deadpool, Star Wars pop vinyls, and the headphone stand, and you have all the accessories, but it's just not a wow factor, but it should be. Your case is badass, your monitor's badass, you have a lot of cool stuff, but it's just not giving me that like, holy crap, this is freaking awesome.
It looks kind of just function, but not.
Yeah, like you do work, and that's great, but not really doing anything else for me. Now, what do you think about the cables? Because like, look at the LED strip; it's just like chilling on the floor.
Yeah,
like,
it's hanging. Exposed, and see if you can maybe even cover those up. Get some kind of cable sleeve or something, so they're not lit up. At least that part of the LEDs, and then that outlet, that plug. Maybe get a different plug or a longer cable or something, so you can kind of just run it up and then across your desk, underneath your desk. It looks like it's just dangling there or something. And I'm thinking too, like where he has his headphones, I believe they're Audio-Technica headphones. Maybe put something there, put a little frame or something.
Fill up the wall a little bit.
Yeah, underneath the TV or something.
And what's the point of a TV that size?
Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking maybe somebody. Hey, we're getting a bigger TV here. Take this one.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. If you were 4 years old, I'd say, yeah, it's a pretty big TV. But I mean, being 16, that's like the size of my thumb. I don't think you really need a TV at that point. It's just, I mean, your ultra wide just eats that thing for dinner, so it's weird. Another thing, if I'm really just nitpicking little ideas for you, the light switch, why not paint the plate? Make it black or white or something. The gold is kind of like cheesy.
Oh, right. Yeah. It doesn't match with the other plate underneath. And what else? I'm thinking too, like the desktop wallpaper looks really cool, but it would be nice if it matched the theme of his knickknacks and stuff. Maybe have, a different kind of wallpaper on there.
Why have we not said anything about that? The fact that he has what looks to be Mac OS on his PC.
Oh.
So he's either a huge fanboy in the sense that he made sure to get the dock and the wallpaper to make it look like it's a Mac, or he's doing a Hackintosh.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't have anything about that in the email, and I don't think... Do we see a laptop somewhere? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
No.
right there.
Where? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, on the right side.
Yeah, but it's not plugged in. That's why.
Yeah.
I just felt really dumb for a second, but then I realized, yeah, I saw that, Tom, and it's not plugged in. So I guess he's just really a Mac fanboy at heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess it's a Hackintosh, and I know some people are now flipping out, like, Matt, you should know it's a Hackintosh. But yeah, these cable problems are a huge eyesore, and they could be fixed super easy.
Yeah.
You know, badass stuff, just really underwhelming, honestly. So, you have any final thoughts?
He doesn't have any speakers, but he uses headphones, so I guess, you know.
But that's another
probably his
accessory you
main
could
thing.
add
Yeah.
to take to the next level. So
Right. Mhm.
All right, let's go to the scoring. I'm gonna read them off. Tom, are you ready? All right, he's getting to the first setup. Here we go. First setup of the day, submitted by Ali. Ali got a 73. Alex got a 39. Andy got a 37. Rodrigo got a 72. Will got a 72. William got a 68. Damien got 93 and the first place prize of nothing. Alan got a 78 and second place, and Nick got a 70, which could easily be a 95, but he doesn't care that much. So good for you. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for coming on, Robert.
Oh man, it sure was, dude. It was an honor. See, I'm choking on my words here. I really appreciate it. You know, I felt like the way you felt with Andrew Zarian. You know, Andrew. No.
Yeah, it was a little awkward for me, but hey,
because I watch him all the time as well. So yeah, I was like, wow, Andrew and Matt, cool. You know. But
and
yeah.
here you are. Now you're on the show.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, because it's not really a big deal. If you guys want to be a co-host, you can. Because I'm lonely. I need friends. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, thanks for coming on. Guys in the chat, 111 if you think Robert should be on again, and Matt is going to do it. Thank you guys for watching episode 109, recorded live on June 5th, 2016. Catch ya on the flippity flap.
All right, take care, guys.